Oof. 5:09 in the morning. Monday morning. As we always say here on the Gratitude Show, once a week. Don't get a case of the Mondays, let the Mondays get a case of you. That's right. We try to keep it positive here. It's hard sometimes. It really is. No bunnies this morning as of yet. I'm coming up with a theme song for the bunnies. Bunny, 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 bunny. Maybe some kind of like Jan Hammer meets, Harold Faltermeyer retro 80s thing. Let me know in the comments if you approve. Head on a swivel. Remember that. Here we are in the Red Line Head House. 5:09 a.m. Ante-meridian. That means before the middle of the day. PM means post-meridian. After the middle of the day. There's your knowledge for today. Before the internet, people called me with their trivia questions all the time. I was a Google with shoes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible. Yeah, right. With liberty and justice for all. That's right. Let's try to get this selfie without screwing up the show. Ah. All right. Hopefully that takes. The kind of shaky, cam here. Okay. Let's not close the phone. Don't do it. All right. We have made it through the intro without effing it up. Happy Monday if that applies to you. The weekend is over. It's time for the work week. And it's time for some gratitude. First thing in the morning, I roll out of bed. 3:37. And I already have 8 things to be grateful for in my heart, in my head, in my soul. I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. And from there, I build on that and I elaborate. I do the foundation 8 as to, provide a model that will give you some stick-to-itiveness. If you stick to it, it's gonna reformat your head and your heart and your soul. It could. I got this from Gary Beekler of Nerdrotic, who suggested it. He said, "Have you tried gratitude?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't yet." So I did, and it really stuck. So I've been making a gratitude list for the better part of 5 years now. And it's made a huge difference in my life, in my day-to-day existence. How I cope, how I deal with challenges that usually frustrate and anger me. Now I have a better sense of equanimity and balance. It's great. And if you're like me, if you suffer from the chronic mopies, the chronic angries, the chronic lonelies, getting overexcited and putting your hope onto things and getting leveled with disappointment, with failed expectations, and having that really disrupt your own life, there's a way out of that, and it's called gratitude. Gratitude will help you focus on what you have instead of focusing on what you're lacking and what you're wanting. It'll give you perspective. It does. It gives you perspective, and from that perspective will come better purpose. I'm still the same person, same body, same bank account, same job. You know what I mean? Still single. But I deal with everything much better now. Especially since the gratitude kind of reined in my self-talk. That's been the most rewarding thing out of this entire experience. I don't know about you, but my self-talk, everyone has one. My self-talk was a constant churn of aggravating things, of scenarios where I would be arguing with people from the past, my present, and potential future. You can file the same thing with like internet arguments, with strangers, with anonymous names and 5 followers who are maybe just trying to get their jollies off of bugging somebody. There's the Buddhist thing of non-attachment. You can let that shit go. Let it go. Why not? If you don't let shit go, then you can't get enlightened. If you can't drop the heavy shit, you're not going to be light enough to rise above it. It's more than an allegory. It's a way of life. So I suggest, you have your own foundation. How many they are, let me know in the comment section. What are they and how many are there? I mean, I don't do it to repeat myself for content's sake. But I know me, and I needed a model. I needed that discipline, the repetition, the practice of wax on, wax off. The Foundation 8, and that really reformatted. So, like, I'm a student of the Bhagavad Gita. I'm an ordained minister, a spiritual guy, an ordained minister. Hence Reverend Sully. I've been an ordained minister for 26 years, over half my life now. I am a spiritual guy. I had a spiritual awakening. Yeah. And a big part of that was George Lucas's The Force, which was a lot of Eastern spirituality in a sci-fi show. And getting turned on to the Bhagavad Gita, the one of the most classic of Hindu holy texts of wisdom. And one of my gurus, Deepak Chopra, said to me in an audiobook, the more that you read the Gita, the more you become the Gita. You will over time become this knowledge through constant practice, through rereading, through mulling over the lessons and the wisdoms in this book. And I feel the same applies to the gratitude list. It's become part of me. It already was a part of me. It was already inside of me. I'm just pointing stuff out that's already there. And then from there, I elaborate. Like, I'm grateful for a good weekend. I'm grateful for my YouTube show. I'm grateful for my apartment and my roommates. I got 2 flatmates. One I've had for 7 years. The other one we've had for 3 years. I always joke saying we would make pretty good astronauts. There's no fighting. There's no drama. It's always tidy, and no one eats each other's food, and no one leaves their stuff in the way of anyone. Everyone's quiet and respectful to each other. It's a really good living situation. You have no idea how grateful and blessed I am. It helps contribute to that mythic good night's sleep by being able to sleep well, that I don't have roommates playing their hi-fi all night or throwing parties, or having too many people over. We don't have a couch surfer staying over 5 times a week. That was me in my 20s. Yeah. Here comes the train. Here it comes. All right. People genuinely love this part where the train pulls in. My nose is fine. I just have, a blemish. Struggling against, the secret of the ooze. Those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Destination of this train is as fun.
And I'm grateful and blessed for everyone that tunes into this show, sharing like my morning commute, and just taking a little time in the morning to organize your mind, heart, and soul, and be like, I'm a gratitude-based individual. I say that a lot, and I'm blessed and grateful because I mean it. And that's a huge part of my life.
Next stop,
that's how I run things. Because you got to run your life, or your life's going to run you. And that's what my gratitude has taught me. That, and the reformatting of my self-talk, it's now a quieter voice that has a lot of strength. I call it the Lord's voice because it comes from a place of wisdom. So, as I said, I'm still the same person. I'm still the same, I've got decades of inculcated reactions. And, but now I hear a quiet voice that says, how is this helping? And you have to run your anger, Eric, or your anger will run you. It's true. I used to be very demonstrative. I would, regardless of my impact on people, I would literally try to, behave in a way that would... I learned this from being bullied. As a kid in the projects, they'll leave you alone. They don't want, if they don't want to interact with you. I'm not going to talk to him. He's crazy. Oh, he blows up. I used to, yeah, and I own that. I don't behave like that anymore. That's called growing up. That's called changing. That's called maturing. That's called owning it, and owning up to it. I was a very immature young man for a long time. I mean, maybe Western men, maybe some Western men, not all, take more time to mature and grow up than normal, especially here in the 21st century, where we have it pretty easy here in America. Struggles are real, but our Maslow's hierarchy of needs, doesn't that really dictate what our stressors are? I guess. I don't. I'm only a high school graduate with 1 year of unfinished college. The only thing I know is how many questions I have. The only thing I know is how little I know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. Sure, I have an answer to your trivia question. I used to kick ass at Jeopardy. I probably lost now. I haven't watched it in 20 years. It's just, it's like, I'm just like, I'm lapsed on the past, 2 decades of pop culture, movies, and especially music. Music is terrible these days. Oh, you old man, you old fogey. If it's too loud, you're too old. You goddamn right. Turn down your fucking hi-fi. Use some headphones. Oh boy. And I hope you're doing awesome. I hope you had a great weekend. If you take weekends, some people have to work. That's their schedule. Some people have a second job or third job. They need to. I'm blessed and grateful that I have one job and it's enough. I had 2 jobs for years. I'm a professional chef. So I've worked my share, fair and unfair, of nights, of weekends, of holidays. You know how many holidays I've missed because I had to work? Lots. Years worth. Now that my mom's gone, it'll be 9 weeks on Wednesday. She passed away from cancer. She had lung cancer and it spread to her liver pretty quickly. And she passed away 9 weeks ago. But, all those holidays I missed. Hey, ¿qué onda, chico? ¿Qué sabe? I mean, am I regretful? I mean, that's just the way life lived. And life, it's like, regret's a real slippery slope, man. You start regretting one thing, you start regretting a lot of different things, and that'll all gang up on you in your head. I mean, hence attachments and letting go of attachments. Don't hold on to that stuff.
Next stop, Central Square.
And I'm blessed and grateful that I had plenty of holidays and plenty of Sunday dinners and good times with my mom. And I will always carry her in my heart. Seriously. And I will see her on the other side when the time comes. I'm grateful and blessed for that. And, but yeah, as I said, I start off with the Foundation 8. I keep building that. So I used to write them down on yellow legal pad. And they would accumulate. And then when my day would go sideways, I would regard my old gratitude lists, and it had this amazing power. I was literally able to count my blessings. I had 11 things to be grateful for today. I had 16 yesterday. I had 14 this day last week. You know, and it wasn't just like the foundation 8 plus extra stuff. Yeah. Uh-huh. Really? Oh boy. Yeah, I gotta remember that. You can hear that? Alright. Oh god, here we go. Stopping in the middle of the tunnel. What was I fucking saying? That's it. See, that's on me though. You're so fucking distracted by other fucking things. Should be like one of these ninja training temples where there's fucking, I'm blindfolded with a bow staff, and I have to negotiate a maze, and there's nothing but like people with their iPhones with no headphones on, annoying me and distracting me. But I have to, like, you know, not spill the glass of water like Eddie Murphy did in The Golden Child. I know. It had this amazing. The reading your gratitude, your old gratitude list had this. My old gratitude list had this amazing power. That's where I found that gratitude had the ability to stop the inertia of my churn, of my bad feelings, of my bad day. And it stopped it. Now I could continue to feel that way, to overthink, to feel lousy, to be negative. But now I have this neutral space, this new thing in my life, a new neutral space where I could make new choices. I can make a new decision. I could continue to have a shitty day. That would be a conscious choice. Or I could concentrate on something more positive, get things done, not let things bother me.
The destination of this train
Holy
is
fucking
Ashmont.
shit. I'll miss him when he's gone. When my commute changes. Sweet Jesus. And there are 2, 4, 6, 7 people on this subway car.
Central Square.
There are 2, 4, 8 on the following subway car. And this is the first train of the day. This is the first subway car of the day. It leaves the terminal at 5:15 a.m. I get on it usually 5:17, 5:18 promptly. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes to get from my local stop to the stop near my work. Yeah, you notice, like, yeah, that's the usual running time of the Gratitude Show is about 20 minutes or so. I'm blessed and grateful for this commute. I'm blessed and grateful for public transportation. The subway system of Boston, Massachusetts, the oldest subway system in America. Sometimes it still runs that way. They're trying to improve all the tracks now. In fact, that the entire Braintree line has been suspended for almost the whole month of September. And it might be up and running now, but they replaced miles of tracks to get rid of slowdown zones. A lot of safety concerns with the subway here, and they're doing something about it. You know, I'm blessed and grateful. So my commute will change. We'll get a little longer. Well, guess what? Bring something to read. I'll still do the Gratitude Show, of course, but that's about it. Yeah. I remain blessed and grateful. It's a huge part of my life. I want to pay that forward to anyone out there that suffers like I do from being trapped up here, the constant churn of positive and negative emotions, of too many expectations, of making too many, you know what I mean? It just, there's a secret to being too much. Cheers, man. Have a good one. Try to find the middle.
Cambridge Center.
The middle path. That's what Buddha suggested. Not too hot, not too cold. Not too spicy, not too bland. There's a middle path that balances. The subway. Here we are. Well, some people don't have subways. You know, I'm blessed and grateful for, for public transportation. I'm half a century old. I've never owned a car. Don't have to. I'm blessed and grateful that, I don't have those expenses. New tires, oil changes, windshield replacement, insurance, parking, gas money, excise tax, towing. There's so much bullshit involved with getting a car, traffic, you know what I mean? Road rage. It's just oh my goodness. Stupid drivers always on their phones, you know what I mean? It's so dangerous out there. Oh, look, it's some dingy broad, you know what I mean? In the fender bender again. Well, a lot of it is how it goes. She was TikToking. Or it could be a he, or it could be a them for all we know. Thank you so very much. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Happy Monday. So don't get a case of the Mondays. Let the Mondays get a case of you instead. That's right. That's what we say here on Mondays. Please like and subscribe. We're a growing station. We talk about gratitude, blessings. We talk about cooking. We also talk a lot about pop culture, comic books, science fiction, movies, books, you name it. Come aboard. There's plenty of room for everyone. The world is wide enough. All right. Well, God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you again with more videos. Cheers. Bye-bye.